In this video, we're going to build the ultimate boss pedal board. Hey guys, I'm Dr. McFarland and I'm back for another week of virtual pedal board builds. And this week I wanted to build a boss pedal board. I've owned quite a few of boss pedals over the years. And so I wanted to make a nice selection here of some classic boss pedals. So let's go ahead and dive in. Let's put a DD20 for a delay pedal. And funny story is I've actually bought and sold this pedal among a lot of other pedals over the years, probably at least 2 or 3 times. And the problem I have with this pedal is its size and really the functionality. I mean, it does give you a manual mode and also 4 slots for presets, which is great. But I just found that I liked having more presets being assigned to actual switches instead of having to scroll through presets and switching back and forth between memory mode and manual mode and whatever else. So I would sell it and then be like, you know what? I kind of do like that pedal. So I'd buy it again. And then size became a factor again. So then I would just sell it again and then I would buy it again and whatever. So anyway, I am choosing for my virtual board, if money was no issue, size of pedal board was no issue, I would use a DD20 because it does have a lot of great modes on it, like the analog and the time warp and whatever else. And it's just really good. So probably going to have that close to the front. And all the jacks are top mounted, so I don't have to worry about cables coming out of the side. And let's go ahead and see if we can fit in a ES8 on here. I really do like the ES8. It works well. And this board is going to be a little bit too small. So let's find a different board here. Let's go with a PT3, which is going to give us just enough room. Barely. It's going to squeak by, but we're going to make it work. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and choose a good reverb. Boss does have the newer, like RV 500 kind of stuff, but I'm going to stay away from that. I'm actually going to do just classic stomp boxes here. So we're going to do RV6, which is really good. It probably wouldn't be my always on reverb because it does have some other cool modes in there. I would probably use it more as like an effect, but I would use it more for like the modulated, shimmery kind of stuff. So I'm going to put that up here. And these 2 pedals are more than likely going to be in loops 7 and 8 on the Boss ES8, which the volume loop is more for like 4 cable method kind of stuff. So, which you could insert a pedal into the volume loop if you wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. All right, so let's go to the opposite end of the spectrum. Obviously, you have to have a TU3 tuner because you got to stay in tune, and it does have a really good buffer in it. So we'll put that up here. All right, TR2 tremolo. It's pretty classic. We'll stick that right there. And I do see some guys have they'll replace the rate knob with like a little whirly twirly kind of thing. And they'll use their foot to control the rate time, which is kind of neat. Now, a slow gear, which I've never had the Boss version, but basically, if you've ever had any of the Line 6 auto volume echo, ambient options, that's basically what they're basing that effect on is the slow gear SG1. And it gives you a sensitivity and an attack time. So you can basically hit a chord and then the slow gear will have a slower attack. So especially acting as a swell without having to use a actual volume pedal. So I will keep that on my board because I do like having the ambient option there. Let's see what a dual overdrive is. I'm interested. Okay, that's not what I want. All right, so we're going to delete that. Let's go over to Now, the Rotary Ensemble, that's kind of neat. This is for you guys that want to have a classic, like bluesy kind of, rotary sound in your set. And this is a good way to have that. And I do like having all these pedals in the Boss ES8. So that way I don't have to have this in the chain all the time. I can just kind of bring it in and out whenever I want within any preset. So far I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the tuner is just first in the chain. So that's not going to be in an actual loop. So we have the Rotary Ensemble. And let's see what we got here. Now one thing that's extremely overlooked is the graphic EQ. And for you guys that don't really know, how to use EQ, basically you can have it either before your overdrives or after your overdrives, or you can have it in the effects loop. But for me, what's great is you can actually use the volume slider on here as a volume boost. So it's a great boost pedal that you can then in turn shape your overall sound of the boost. Like I said, either going into overdrives or going into your effects loop. And it's just a great all around pedal. So let's turn this to the left. We're going to kick it right there. Okay, so that's going to be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 2 more pedals. And let's go into some overdrive territory here. So I think the OD1, let's see, OD1 overdrive. I think some old school guys, they'll use this as like their tube screamer-ish kind of sound and push it into the front of a cranked Marshall. So that'll work from there. And then let's put in not a metal zone. We're not going to do that. No way. Now, this is more of a modern option, but having the angry driver is actually pretty cool. So I think I'm going to go with that. And what this gives you is a blues driver, a BD2, as well as an Angry Charlie from JHS. So I don't know if that's cheating or not, but I'm just going for it. I'm going to actually move some stuff around here. Let's see if I can go this way. Yeah, let's do something like that. Maybe straddle that. Because I know this is not going to be utilized up there, but it's fine. So let's actually turn this back straight. And I think with this pedal, you can have a remote set up. So I can use the Boss ES8 to switch between either the blues driver or the Angry Charlie or any combination of the two. So that's pretty stinking cool, actually. Let's put the tremolo right here. Let's turn this to the left, like so. And yeah, that's great. I like how this is shaping up here. I'm not too fond of the white and white back to back. So let's actually turn this straight. We'll turn this left. We'll put that there. We'll put the OD1 there. Now, if you want to go classic distortion, obviously the DS1 is a good choice for that. But I like the OD1. This is a cool pedal. So I do want to leave enough room across the top here for my power. Don't know why that's not moving. It's like that. And there you go. So all the pedals are plugged into the Boss ES8. And we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So it gives you a good reverb, good delay, a classic rotary effect you can use for all kinds of different stuff. Tremolo, 2 overdrives, technically 3 overdrives, which is cool. And what's great about this is basically 2 effects in one box. And by using the remote switch from the Boss ES8, using one of the control outs, I can assign that to a switch. I can, like, let's say 1 through 6 is your presets. And I had number 7 be a control that switches channels on the amp, or I can switch between the blues driver and the angry Charlie. And, just by hitting that switch, and then 8 can be maybe switching the speed of the Rotary Ensemble or something like that. So all kinds of different options. I probably should get a Boss ES8 once again in the future if I ever decide to build an actual pedal board. But if money was no factor and I had more time, then yeah, I would go back to getting a basic pedal board, all powered through the Boss ES8, and just have a really simple setup. So let me know, guys, what you think down in the comments. This is my classic Boss pedal board setup, all on a pedal train PT3 with plenty of room to spare. And I think it looks great. It's a good all around option for rock, country, blues. The Angry Charlie can definitely get into metal territory if you wanted it to. And yeah, all the elements are there. So thanks, guys, for watching. I am Dr. McFarland. I will see you in the next video. Keep rocking. Hey guys, thanks for checking out my videos and my YouTube channel. If you want to see a lot more cool content, be sure to head over to drmcfarlandstudios.com.